Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind, guys. Just let me get this on YouTube and then we're good to go. I think YouTube is better for the chat for people. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind, guys. Just let me get this on YouTube and then we're good to go. I think YouTube is better for the chat for people. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind. Let me get this on YouTube and then we're good to go. I think YouTube is better for the chat for people. Okay. All right. Let's get back on here now, guys. All right. Sorry about that. We are good to go now. Good to go. So you guys know that I still wait the first 15 minutes. I'm not taking a trade anyway the first 15 minutes. So I just got on here. I knew that I had some time to get this together. We're gonna see how this plays out. Yesterday, I know that most of you guys didn't trade. I traded a little bit yesterday, and 58.70 on ES was a very important level. That's where I caught my long at yesterday and wrote it up for 15 points or so, which I was happy with on the holiday market. But it looks like that's where we're bouncing at right now. So I'm very interested in seeing how 58.70 holds or fails. Um, so we'll see how we're doing with that. But yeah, so we should be good on both Twitter and X right now. Do you guys see the screen share okay? Is the view good for you guys? You can see the chart good enough, audio's good. Just before everybody gets in here, I want to make sure that everything is up and running good. Good to go. Thanks, guys. All right, so we got 5 minutes until our opening range is defined. And I know a lot of you guys have probably been watching the streams and you've heard me say this over and over, but things just get a lot more easier and a clearer picture if you wait for those first 15 minutes. I know that we just completely dropped off the face of the earth on ES and SPY here, but it's okay. There's going to be enough range in the day that there's no FOMO, and we're going to save ourselves a lot of heartache over the long run. All right, so in 5 more minutes, guys, we have our opening range defined, and we're going to get some good solid trades in. And if this is your first time watching this, then Every trade that I take will be live on the chart for you guys. If I'm in an entry, you'll be able to see it for your very selves. It's not going to be any of this, like I'm talking about stuff. And then, like, again, if it works out great for us, then I'll show a P&L afterwards. So every trade I do is going to be live on screen. So you can quite literally take every trade with me if you want to. I'm not going to win every trade, just, want to get that out there that I'm not going to have 100% win rate, but at least you can see every trade I'm taking. All right, so we got 3 minutes now, just enough time to put a Zen in, and hopefully Zen will start working around the time that I'm going to take a trade. I'm not addicted to these, by the way, guys. I can quit anytime. It's just, there's a lot of trading benefits to Zen. Said every addict ever. All right, so what I'm seeing right now, guys, is it looks like 58.70. That area has held. So it bounced off of that yesterday, and it's looking like it's bouncing off of that again this morning. Um, we got about 2 minutes, but just looking at this, I like that 58.70 held. Um, let's see. I'm gonna
Order
go ahead and
filled.
take one starter to the long side, just one contract. And I'm gonna be putting my stop. It's gonna be a little bit wide, but I'm gonna put it down here at this wick. So I got a wide stop on this because I only have one contract on, and my thought process behind this trade is we held 58.70. Since we held 58.70, that's leading me to believe right now that we're going to go on and go up today. But again, if 58.70 fails, we got to stop in place, and it'll just be, a paper cut loss. What's my flavor of choice? Well, my flavor of choice is, if I, got to choose, it's a tie between cinnamon and citrus. Um, so those are probably my two favorites. This morning, it's nice and early in the morning. So I got my coffee flavor. Um, I'm doing this fast this week that, as crazy as it sounds, it's called a sugar fast. There's a lot of science behind it. One of my buddies showed it to me, and essentially your diet consists of pretty much only sugar, not like going and eating candy bars, but like fruit juice, um, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, the way that I'm going to do it, still stay in a caloric deficit, but you're depriving your body of fat and protein, and then when it looks for that for energy, it's not going to be there. So the science says, again, I'm not a scientist. It says it will go in to your old fat cells and then just shred them up like crazy. So I guess I'm on a modified Buddy the Elf diet this week. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'll either give myself diabetes at the end of the week or I'll come out of it completely shredded. So yeah, that 5870 so far is looking like a pretty decent hold for us. You know, maybe I should have taken an entry down there closer to 5870, but we were too early in the morning for me to be interested in going into anything. Oh, did it work for you? Did you lose quite a bit of weight on it? Yeah, I know, Corey, you don't sleep. You're Count Dracula. You're never in bed. If we can get above 5885, I might be interested in adding another contract to my position. 11 pounds in a week, that's not bad actually. My record is I lost 17 pounds, or sorry, 13 pounds in 17 days, but it was when I was being ridiculously held in prison for doing nothing. The food was inedible, guys, so I just didn't eat it. They let me buy 1 jar of peanut butter, so I made that last as long as I could. Yeah, I came out shredded. All right, 5885, we're testing right
Order
here. I'm
filled.
gonna go ahead and put another one on, add into strength a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and move this stop up with me now. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Corey, if we get to 5903, I'm gonna be out of this trade. It'd be great for me. I don't know if I'll hold it all the way to 5903, to be honest with you. I'm more of a scout based person. Yeah, Chris, to answer your question, so on this platform, if you can see, I don't know if it's on the screen or not, but literally right at the bottom of my mouse here, at the bottom right of my screen, something called chart trading should be right there. You just click chart trading, and it lets you just click. I'm just using this little side thing right here, buy, sell, etc. And then once you do that, it'll pop up your position right here, and then you can just drag the stop loss or the take profit nice and easy. Yeah, I saw that you were posting about that, Corey. I was like, this man does not sleep. And I'm actually going to move this slightly down to 58, right below 5875 here. Mm, yeah, well, slightly below right there. Just because 58.75 is another one of those little psych levels. Um, if that area holds, I'm still going to feel pretty good about this long, and I might even start adding more to it. Um, get all caffeine and nicotined up and make as much as we can today. And I am trading 3 accounts at once right now, guys. So whatever profit I make on each trade will be multiplied by 3. And you can't really, like, when you're tweeting, you only get so many letters and stuff that you can, well, I mean, I guess not. You can make a whole thread now, but it's just nobody likes to read novels. I've learned that. So I can explain it better on here. Like, the cool thing about prop firms is you can copy trade. So you can have multiple accounts. And I think it's a really good way that you can just really make a lot of money. I mean, you guys have probably been following me for quite some time. I made a lot of money trading low floats. That's been my thing for years. Then I switched over, made a lot of money in SPY options. And I just see a really cool opportunity here. That's the way that my brain works, is like, if I see something that is an opportunity, my brain understands it, then, I dive into it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to definitely do this. I know it might seem like I'm an owner of this prop firm, but I'm not. I own 0% of this prop firm. I just really believe that we can all make a lot of money here. I mean, this is a small scalp that we're doing here, and it's already, $300 times 3. So that's an extra $900 just goofing around here. Um, and I'm trading the ultra accounts that they have. So that means I have a 100% profit split in the ultras. Anybody that has one does. So 100% of your profits you keep. So for that reason, I don't see a downside. ES is the exact same as SPY. It's just the future version of it. So you really don't risk any of your own money. I guess the only money you risk is the price that it costs to buy an account. But if you're trading with large size on it, I mean, you can make thousands and thousands a day. And at the end of the day, your only risk, if you just go completely on tilt mode, is a couple $100. So for me, it makes sense. So that's why I'm, so hardcore back in the prop space now. And I know the name of the firm is called Halcyon. You can go to my Twitter. There should be a link to it. They're doing a buy one get one sale right now, which is crazy. I've not really heard of that in the prop space, and that's another reason I like Halcyon is they've kind of given me like a lot of control as the trader rep that I can, whatever I think would be good for traders or that would help us, the CEO is kind of letting me run free with it. So I thought, hey, why don't you guys just link accounts and then really double up on your profits? So anyway, JF, the name of the firm is Halcyon. And they're doing that buy one get one sale on all accounts right now. If you use code WIN, and you'll even get 30% off the original price. So um, I mean, it's the craziest sale I've heard of in props. And that, and Apex is probably the giant in the prop space. I think they've been around. I don't know if it's the longest, but they've been around as one of the longest, and they've kind of dominated. But I just saw yesterday thousands of accounts were getting shut down for no reason. They're just kicking people off and not wanting to pay out. Um, so I've talked to the CEO enough, done my due diligence on him, that I feel really confident that this is going to, in the next couple months, be the biggest prop space. And plus, this volumetric platform here, the other props don't have that. I think this is a really sick, in-depth platform that's easy to use, and it's a real broker, guys. So if we get up to 58.90, yeah, right here, we'll do 58.91. Then I'll take this scalp profit, and that'll be 800 times 3, so $1,600 on the first trade. Uh, I can't be too disappointed in that. And we'll be smart and start dragging up this stop a little bit with us. the zen is kicking in, guys. Like, people hate on me and make fun of me for doing the threes, which I like the sixes too. I mean, that gives you the real buzz, but I'm telling you guys, it's a science. If you're trading, you don't want that crazy buzz. You just want enough to take the edge off, get your focus up. So I know the threes, you say that, oh, that's the girl size strength, whatever. It works. That and about 300 milligrams of caffeine, it's a science. I would know. I made a C in college chemistry, so I'm qualified to speak on that. Whoever Dan is in the chat sounds just like Dan Nutt. All right, we're
Order filled.
stalling out right here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take mine right there. Lock in a little bit of a profit. Around 400 bucks on each account right there. I just locked in, so 1200 on the morning so far. Across three accounts, not in one account. News is coming out in 3 minutes, so I'm just going to kind of wait and let that news candle drop. We might just bust through the 58.90 if you guys leave your take profit there. Could hit, but for me, I'm going to wait and then see what happens there. Um, Thanks, Jag. Good to see you in here, brother. What happened with Dan in the end? I had no idea. I haven't spoken. To be honest, guys, I never really talked to Dan. I talked to him like 5 times in my life. I was never in any voice chat room with Dan in my life. I didn't really talk to him, so I don't know what he's doing. I would imagine, if you want my honest opinion, he's probably doing drugs somewhere in Alabama. I think that's kind of his MO. Did anybody take that little scalp right there with me and make a little bit? So from the first entry, we took it at 58.80. So like 7 points off of the first contract. I did add up in it when we broke 58.85. Got a couple extra points off that extra contract. I'm just being cautious right now with the 10 a.m. candle coming. All right, nice. A couple people are taking it. And if you guys, I don't know what it looks like most people are watching on Twitter, which I suspected that's where most of my following base is on Twitter. Um, but if you guys are on Twitter and don't know how to use the chat feature on there, if the video is smaller, you can pop over to our YouTube stream as well. We have the same video streaming there. Um, okay, yeah, there's the news candle. It would have hit our take profit right there. But I don't get greedy with my scalp, so I'm okay with the risk management that we did there. So now what I'm looking for, guys, to get long again, I would want us to come up here, recoup most of this selling that just happened. I want to see if we can recoup that move, and if so, I'll look to go to the long side above 5,900, or I want to see if we just smack down here and drop back down below this. So um, we could have had some more profit there. If you held it, maybe you are getting more profit. But we're a very, you know, risk management channel here. That's the way I've always done it. Sometimes I will take very large size, but it's always with tight risk management. And I think that's key, guys. With these accounts, if you're trading on Halcyon, this can literally be an ATM for you guys. If you treat it very disciplined, you don't treat this like a lottery ticket. Sure, you're not risking your own money, but you can make insane money. Again, if you're trading on any account size besides the ultras, you keep 90% of what you make. So, um, you can make crazy money doing this. Um, I've traded on other props for, several months and was able to make pretty good money on those. But these ultra accounts that I got now, it's 100% profit split. So for me, it just makes the most sense. I mean, if you're good at trading, if you know what you're doing, um, it's just a cash flow. How long the sessions take to update on Halcyon? It's instantly. They're actually coding some more stuff right now, that we're going to have an instant dashboard. So you make it, it'll be there instantly. So I don't even know why I'm still responding to this Dan guy, but I'm not in a trade, so sure, why not? To clarify, Dan, I never had $30 million. I made $11 million. So, that's a pretty long way off from 30, but still, I'm happy with what I did make. And why I'm trading on a prop is what I just said. If you keep 100% of what you're making, why would you ever risk your own money? And you can just, maybe this is how I get to $30 million. It just makes sense. So yeah. And that is a good point, guys. Some people in the YouTube chat are saying that the stream is coming through quicker. There's like, a less delay on YouTube than there is on Twitter here. So I think there's like a 5 to 6 second delay on Twitter or something like that. I think that's less on YouTube. So either way, 5 to 6 second delay on stream. It's not that bad. But I think that is a little bit quicker on YouTube. Yeah, I kind of like it better here on YouTube as well. I used to do weekly YouTube videos on this channel. Then me and Tommy had the Goblin Gang channel that we had a lot of fun with. So this is like my first day back officially on YouTube. I think I'm gonna like it here again. How old am I? So I'm 30. Um, I'll turn 31 in August. I started trading like 9 years ago now, I want to say. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take
Order
another
filled.
starter here at 58.95 in anticipation that we're going to bust through that 5,900. I'm going to put a stop loss right here. That's kind of at the middle of that nice news candle that we got. It's right under this structure. It looks like we are trying to keep breaking out. So that's why I took another long right there, guys. And, as we reclaim the rest of this move here, if we reclaim it, there's no crystal ball, but if we reclaim it, then I'll add to my position again. So Rachel, with the evaluation accounts, you can't take your money out of those. With the evaluation account, it's to see if you can hit the profit target, and if you do, then they switch your account to payout eligible. It's like a little test, like with the firm's money, right? They want to make sure that you're not a degenerate and you do know how to make some money and manage risk. If you can prove that to them by hitting the profit target, then yes, after that, everything that you make, it's your money. On the regular sized accounts, you got a 90% profit split, meaning if you make 900, or sorry, $1,000, you take 900 home with you. And if you do the buy one get one, you make 1,000. That's going to be actually 2,000. If you're copy trading, which I would recommend, then you take home 1,800. So it's a pretty dang good deal. Not risking your own money. Um, Anybody that hates on prop firms, guys, I don't know where the disconnect is in your brain that you wouldn't want to just maximize your profits and not risk your own money. It makes all the sense in the world to me. No matter how much money you have, true wealthy people, their brain always works in risk management. How do I protect the money that I have and not risk it while still making more money? Um, it's very easy logic to follow for me. I don't see where the disconnect is there with some people, but in my brain, it makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, so you hit your 3K profit target, you know, whatever account size that you have, whatever the profit target says, and then after that, you make your own money. We put that Dan guy in timeout right now for 24 hours. I'm not going to ban him from the chat because, believe it or not, guys, I want this whoever Dan is to make money too. So Dan, feel free to keep watching the stream with us. I hope you learned something here, but we're getting back to focusing up. So you're in timeout. Welcome to kindergarten. Oh, and also, we're doing something pretty cool. Just for you guys watching on stream. I don't know if I'm going to tweet this out or not. I might just keep it for you guys. I thought that I was going to be able to do it today, but I just got off the phone with the CEO of Halcyon this morning. That's why I was a little bit late. But something really cool is going to happen tomorrow for all people that have a Halcyon account that I've never heard of either. Um, you know, have you guys ever heard of a firm just giving you guys profits and money in your account just for watching a stream? Um, I'm not really going to say any more than that, but anybody that has a Halcyon account tomorrow will be getting something pretty nice added to their accounts completely free. And if it gets you guys over the target, great. If you're already in a straight to funded account, I mean, they have those options too. If you're a good trader, you know that you're good at making money, you can just go to a straight to funded, skip the eval. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but the code will still get you guys the same discount there. skip the eval and start making your money immediately. Um, you know, so I won't say two more on that, but tomorrow will be a very, very good day to be trading on a halcyon account. Yeah, the owner's a very good dude. I've been talking to him the last several months, helping him bring this to you guys. I know a lot of people keep thinking that I own the prop firm, but I do not. I own 0% of it. I'm just trying to help actually make a prop firm very, very good for years. So that's why I'm doing all I can, guys, to help them with it. I'm trading on it myself, making money, and then hopefully these streams help you guys make money. We won't make money every day. Full disclosure, we're going to have red days. Anybody that says that you're not going to have a red day is just lying to you. We're going to have red days, but um, we'll have many more green days than red. So in the eval accounts, no, you do start over once you pass the eval. That's one of the benefits of the straight to funded that you don't really start over. Or with the ultra accounts, whatever you make there, they carry over as well. So the ultra accounts, you just hit your profit target one time and everything carries over. Um, the eval accounts are more for people that you're just getting into the space or whatever your financial situation is, guys. I know the economy has been tough on a lot of people. It might make more sense to get the eval, spend some time practicing, get your reps in. Then when it does get moved to fund it, you're probably going to be in a better situation just to start making money. Um, so the evals are good. I've traded on many evals myself just to get the feel of things, especially if you haven't traded futures before and you're, coming over from options. It is good to kind of give yourself a little bit of a window to see how futures contracts move, and then get the feel of things before you just go straight to funded. But if you guys don't like waiting, I mean, there is the option that you can do that, and a lot of props don't have the straight to funded option. All right, we're testing 5,900 here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and
Order
take
fill.
one more on. And I'm going to move this up with me a little bit, the stop loss. So right here, what we're trying to do is see if we can bust above 5,900, get a nice little push to the long side. And if not, then I have my stop right here around 58.90. If 58.90 fails, then um, I'll be looking more to push to the downside, maybe push below this right here. Yes, with the funded, it's a one-time fee. Everything, guys, is a one-time fee besides the ultras. The ultras, it is a monthly subscription, but you get such large account balances that, it's if you're somebody that only has 500 or $1,000 to trade with, I've done it. It took me a very long time to make, decent money off of an account that size because you have to just take your base hits. You have to, be happy with $100 or $150, sometimes less, and keep building your account up. It can take some time, but I think a quicker way is to like, all right, well, I got $500. Let me just use that to get access to $400,000, or they have accounts all the way up to 1 million, depends on how heavy you guys want to trade. Personally, I think the 400K is better because you still get an initial $15,000 buffer, meaning the account is active and live as long as you don't lose 15,000. Now, you can build that buffer through trading profits. Like the more money you make, the higher that buffer goes, obviously, but it starts you with 15K, which I think is plenty. Um, in my opinion, if you burn through 15,000, you probably have something going on that you trade on major tilt mode that day, or you need to size down a little bit. So personally, I think the 400Ks are my favorite account. I have one of each. I'm trying out one of each, but I'm really liking the 400K. Um, Outside of that, on the regular size, I think the 150Ks are good because you still get a decent amount of drawdown there. It's a much lower profit target you got to hit, and it still gives you a lot of room to really maximize your profits with that copy trade feature. I would like to bust above 5,900 and go test right here, kind of above these two candles. And with futures, the cool thing too, guys, you don't have to trade on a prop firm with futures. I mean, if you trade your own money, that's fine too. Just know that you're risking a little bit more. But if you guys noticed last night, I mean, me and some other degenerates, I mean, you can trade futures at pretty much any hour of the night. If you're an insomniac, or you don't like spending a lot of time away from the screen, or whatever your work schedule is, futures are open like 23 hours a day, guys. Yeah, no theta decay. You know, it's once I found futures, it just for me, it was more enjoyable and cleaner than options because, I traded SPY 0 DTE options for the longest time. I got really, really good at reading the action on SPY and trading SPY in general. And like I keep saying, ES is exactly SPY. You can even have a SPY chart up right now, and you're going to see that it's doing the exact same thing. The chart is a carbon copy of one another. But on those 0 DTEs or whatever expiration you take, maybe you take a week out, I don't know. Um, you can be right on your initial thought and the direction, but if it takes too long to go to your target, it still starts burning away, and you might actually be in the negative when it's going up, which is the craziest thing. But you guys know, I mean, you're options traders, you know how that works. I need to explain that to you. All right, it looks like we're getting close to our profit target here, guys. This will be an extra $2,100 in these three accounts that I have. Come on, just a little bit more. We are right there at it, guys. Come on.
Order filled.
Boom. All right, that was another nice trade. So I'm happy with those 2 trades so far, nice and easy, good risk management. Um, we're up a total of, you see, this is my 400K account here, and I'm copy trading. So that profit, and it deviates a little bit because like there is like a little bit of, it's not the exact field, but it's like pretty dang close in each account because the trade copier. So it actually worked in my favor this time. I made a little bit more on the copied accounts, but we're up over $6,000 on the day right now, and we are what, not even an hour into the market open, and we're up 6 grand, nice and calm, popping zins with the gang, drinking Monster. It's not a bad life, guys. $500, Chris. Good job. I think this is Chris's first time trading options, or sorry, not options. Jesus, futures. What do you think so far, Chris? Because I know a lot of you guys, you are first time futures traders, and there's this like scary, you know, aura around futures for a lot of people just because you've probably never traded them or don't really know how they move. But once you go to the dark side of futures, guys, it's very, very hard to go back to anything else. So now, you know, that's 2 solid wins that we've got. We're 2 for 2 in the morning. Um, I'm not done trading by any means, but I'm gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback feature here because, if you look, we just after we held that 58.70 that I was talking about when we first got on stream, we've done nothing but go straight up. Um, so now, it looks like it could keep continuing to go up, but I would like to have a safer pullback in this massive uptrend, um, so we can just be safer in case the trend does reverse on us. We have a very tight stop, and we're just being smart and not trigger happy with it. I feel like a lot of people, they get in trouble in any kind of trading that you just feel like you always have to be in, like, all right, I just got out of that one, let me get into the next one. And in fact, most of your time as a trader should be out of a trade. You should just be cash waiting for that perfect opportunity, like um snipers, if you're in battle or war, they're not just firing off shots. If they got an M60, they're not just holding the trigger down. Snipers, only take a couple of shots, very calculated, but they're very, very successful at doing so. Yeah, you can definitely short on futures, Chris. We haven't taken a short today just because there's no entry for a short. We got good strength to the upside, but yeah, I mean it's go long, go short, whatever the chart's doing. How you would set up a short position is you would just hit sell right here instead of buy. You would just hit sell and it works the exact same way. Nice and simple. And you guys probably saw from a couple weeks ago, maybe I don't know, I'm losing track of time, but that ICT guy just tries to act like he's some oracle of obvious entries or whatever he calls himself. All I was saying is, guys, like trading can be very, very simple. And in fact, I think you make more money for the average person if you just simplify your trading. You don't overcomplicate things. You don't have to look. I have zero indicators on this chart. I'm trading with zero indicators. I'm only trading based on the trend and price action. Not saying the indicators don't work because they definitely do, but in my opinion, if you just keep your trading simple, you look for small little base hits with logical entries, and put a little bit of thought into what's actually happening on the day. You don't need to spend hours analyzing. Oh, I know exactly where it's going to bounce. I see inside the charts. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. That's almost cult like behavior. Um, He said he was going to come on and watch our stream and judge us. He didn't come on the stream, by the way. I was actually kind of hoping that he would, but he did not. But regardless, we're making money whatever way that you make money. If it works for you, then that's all that matters. There's no one correct way to trade. And I think it's very condescending to, try to make other traders feel stupid or that you're so much smarter than they are, because you're not. The only thing that's hard in trading is emotional control. And that's truly the honest answer, guys. Do I use any other indicators? No, I mean, I have VWAP on my trading view charts. I have trading view on another screen here so I can watch multiple time frames at once. But I only have VWAP and I have the open range mapped out. So whatever the top of the 15-minute candle is and the bottom of the 15-minute candle is, I just kind of put a horizontal line there, chart that out, and that's what I go by. But right now we're in a lot of strength. Um, I don't know if we're going to just keep slowly grinding up today or not. I'm just waiting for a pullback right now. Your target's 59.19. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very possible that we can go up and hit 59.20 today. I think that's entirely reasonable to expect. You guys will just notice in my trading that uh, I look for, 10 points. Like if I can get 10 points, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a point or two less, but that's kind of what I look for. And that adds up nicely by the end of the day for me. Yeah, that's the problem. I hate that your friends lost his money in the fair value gap. I don't trade fair value gap. I mean, if you can trade it and it works, that's fine. But people truly treat that like it's the gospel and they base their entire life around it and it overcomplicates things. And it like makes you miss out on a lot of entries, maybe makes you lose money when I just feel like there's an easier way to do it. So that's why I'm doing these streams. Very simple trading. You don't have to overcomplicate anything, just basic price action, emotional control, and that's how you make money. I mean, if you guys watch these streams with me every day and you just want to copy trade every trade I do, that's fantastic. We'll just make the same amount of money together. Um, or we'll lose money together. I mean, I'm not hoping that happens, but have your own personal risk defined. If you don't like my stop loss, if you want it to be a little bit tighter, then definitely do that. ICT concepts. The only ICT concept that you need to know, guys, is this right here. 3 milligrams in, what is this? Like 300 milligram caffeine monster. They can't teach you that. They can't teach you the benefits that you get mentally and neurologically from caffeine and nicotine. They'll never teach you that. Speaking of, it's time for my next Zen. People think I can't go through a whole can of Zen a day. I can. And if I burn through this can, well, I got 3 more cans of coffee right here. If I burn through that, I got a whole other row of what is this? Wintergreen. Not a huge wintergreen fan, but if I have to get down to it, I will. We need you here. Listen, there's not enough nicotine on the planet that can keep me away from here. Yeah, cinnamon's better than wintergreen. One of my good buddies, he gave me that pack of wintergreen, which was very nice of him, and I will use it. It's just not my favorite flavor. But we all on the stream, if you've taken the trades that I've taken this morning, we all should be green. We're just waiting for any kind of little pullback right now to see if we're going to reverse down or if we can get a better entry. The citrus is the best. Like I already gave my little spill on the 6 milligram. I save those for off stream, just because I like to, filter my buzz on this throughout. Not hit it all at once. Kind of like I don't know if you guys have ever taken Adderall or Vyvanse. I'm not promoting drugs on here. If you have a prescription, those are fantastic. Don't go to the black market and buy them. However, um, I've tried both, and I prefer Vyvanse over Adderall because it's more time released. It gives you your focus throughout the entire day versus just hitting you all at once. Spitters or quitters. I have heard that that is the truth. But I am hoping that you guys are enjoying these streams, that you're, learning something through these, that we're making money together. I'm trying to keep it like a very educational, simple environment, easy to follow trades. Um, I hope that you guys are enjoying the Halcyon platform. I think, like I said, it's the best way to leverage your money to make a lot of money at no risk to you. Well, the slight risk to you would be, the cost of an account and your time, because time is very valuable. So I don't want you guys to get these accounts and just go on tilt and treat them like a lottery ticket, and then, you know, you're trading it for 2 or 3 days, and then you blow the account and you start over because then your time is being wasted. I don't want that to happen, but I want you guys to make a lot of money on these. And like I said, um, tomorrow, everybody that has a Halcyon account, you're going to be getting a little boost added to your account in dollar wise. Yeah, that's the thing for me too, imposter. Like, obviously I've known about futures ever since I started trading, but I didn't really understand them. I was like, oh no, I don't know how to trade futures. I'm just not going to start. I think that's the scary thing for a lot of people, like the fear of the unknown. You've never done it, so you're like, oh well, I could never do it. You can, if you know how to trade SPY, if you know how to trade options or anything. This is just the same, and in my opinion, easier. If you got good risk control, you can just make more money doing this. And it's just simple. It's almost like it's the perfect blend between buying contracts and buying shares. Just very, very simple. And if you guys could do one thing for me, I just might ask if you guys could just, retweet or share these streams, whatever platform you're watching on, be it YouTube or Twitter. I would like to reach more people. And, obviously, I would hope that we can get the stream bigger and bigger. We have um, 1.6 thousand people watching us live on Twitter right now. There's less on YouTube because it's our first day on YouTube. But if you guys could just do me a favor and share these streams, I would really appreciate it. Because I mean, there is a lower success rate in trading than a lot of professions. Because a lot of people go about it the wrong way. They either overcomplicate it or they're very emotional and they're looking to make $20,000 in a day. Um, that takes some time to do, guys. You got to build your account balance up. You got to build your your trading emotional skills up to just be disciplined and calm in any situation, you can definitely hit those days. Like, you know, we're already, well, I mean, I hope you guys are up a lot, but me personally right now, I'm up $6,000 on the morning, just taking it nice and smooth. Um, I want to see this structure right here, guys. Let me try to draw something. This is not some ICT crap, so don't get it twisted. I'm just going to put this here. This is not whatever their fair value boxes are called. I would like us to, come down into this. I would like to get closer to the bottom of this range if possible. Um, See if it holds. If it doesn't hold, I'm going to look to the short side down to like 58.94, maybe 58.90. But if it does hold close to the 5900 area, that'll be my pullback to go on up and maybe bust 59.10. I did see some of you guys retweeted the stream. Thank you. I do appreciate that a lot. All right.
Order filled.
I'll take a starter long right here. It's coming down to that structure that I was just talking about. I'm only going to take one on right now in case it does fail under this. I'm going to go ahead and put my stop loss right here at that wick. So very tight stop loss. I'm just looking to see if we hold 5,900. So far, so good on this. It's holding that area right there. I would like to pop above 59.10. My live chat right now is being a little bit weird on Twitter. So if you guys are sending messages on there, I'm not really seeing those messages on Twitter right now. But the YouTube chat is working just fine. So if you guys are, talking to me right now, I see it on YouTube, but not so much on Twitter as quick. This trade is working out for us too, guys. I mean, I could have taken more size right there, but I told you my logic behind just taking the one contract on it. Because it could have gone down and busted under that little area. Um, I just didn't know with certainty if it was going to hold or not. So, I'm just mitigating risk. But I'm liking this so far. And again, guys, if you're in this trade with me right now and, you're up 200 bucks like we are on this right now and you want that money, go ahead and take it. I'm going to let mine ride a little bit. But again, don't ever feel like you have to wait on me to sell. Put a take profit right here at 59.09. So I'm looking for the 59.10 area. I'm putting my take profit at 59.09 because it's right there, 1 point below 59.10. In case it wants to come up, hit 59.10 really quickly, and then smack back down. That way, I'm capturing that profit. And I'm going to go ahead and drag my stop loss up right below this kind of little consolidation that we have here in this. There's an argument to be made that could be called a flag pattern right there. So I'm going to put my stop loss right below that. I'll either lose $87 or I'll make $312. So for me, I'll take a trade like that any day of the week and twice on Sunday because we all know on futures you can trade on Sunday night. And this also goes without saying, guys, but if you are in the chat here, which you guys are all amazing, like this is a fantastic chat, a good group of people. Let's just be respectful to everybody that's watching this stream with us. There's no silly questions. If you guys are new to futures, don't be afraid to ask any questions and don't, you know, patronize anybody or just be kind of rude and nasty to anybody in this chat because we all are here. Well, we all are here to make money and learn together. So Let's make this a good learning environment that everybody feels welcome. Everybody learns something and makes money. I won't ever kick anybody out of the stream, but I will, do that timeout feature like that one clown that came in on us. We're right here to take profit, guys. Stalling a little bit.
Order
All right, I'm gonna
fill.
go ahead and take mine off right there. It got right at my take profit, stalling a little bit. So I just locked that in right there. Um, Added an extra like 200 and ever how many dollars. So across three accounts, that's an extra 600 on the day. Um, I'll take that all day long in this little stalled out action. And now we'll get this, whatever this ICT resemblance is off our chart. Not bad, guys. Not bad. We're 3 for 3, just taking base hits. Very, very solid. With these three accounts that I have, we're up, around pretty much $7,000 on the day. Can't be too upset about that. Made enough for camels and a Diet Coke. What's up, Dane? Good to see you here, brother. I've never smoked a cigarette a day in my life, but if I was going to, it would definitely be a pack of camels. And the reason being how I got on the whole camel trip is I don't know, back 7, 8 months. Yeah, it had to take profit right there. We could have made more, but I'm happy with that. Anyway, about 7 or 8 months ago, I got the bright idea that I was going to go long on some options. I forget the company, but they own Marlboro. And then I was just so convinced, and I wake up the next morning, those options are down 90%. So ever since then, I've had it out for Marlboro. So I'll never, anything I can do to stick it to Marlboro, I will. So with this G Money, I'm on the Ultra accounts. So you keep 100% of the profit on Ultra accounts. That is the benefit of them. They are a little bit more expensive, but you keep 100% of your profit. So for me, the cost of an Ultra account, I'm gonna make that cost in one trade. So I'll recoup my cost of the Ultra account in one single trade, and I keep 100% of my profit. So it's truly just like a real account for me. I know whatever I make, I take home 100% of it. So for me, that's why I like the ultras. But I know even with code win, I think you pay like $400 or something for the 400K account. Um, I know some people, it's fine. Right now, you might not have an extra 400, and if that's the case, you can spend, 130 bucks or 200 bucks for a smaller account, and you take home 90%, which is still really good. When I think pretty much every other prop, they give you 80% profit. So you give up 20% of your profits on the other prop firms. But with this one, you keep 90%, and then if you want to buy an ultra, you keep 100% of your profits, which for me, that's preferred. And now, like we're still You see what I'm saying here, guys? That wick right there. We did go. All right, we're putting this on. We're going old school. Do we have sound now? It's back. Okay. He's back. I'm like a gamer with this headset on, guys. When my wife and I, when we moved into this spot that we're in now, we moved back here to Tennessee from California. Um, then I had a custom desk built, and then the guy that like came in and like did my desk and stuff, he was like, "Oh, my man's a gamer. Look at this." And I was like, "Dude, I'm the worst video game player of all time. I don't have any video games. So no, I trade stocks." But anyway, like I was saying before the sound cut off, I prefer the ultras because I keep 100% of what I make. But if you guys, have smaller accounts with Halcyon, you keep 90%, which is still really good. Um, if I was on the smaller accounts, whatever 90% times 7,000 is, I'm not going to do that quick math, but that's what I would take home today. But, you know, which I still think is really good. I mean, if you're able to make, you know, with the buy one get one sale, you'll get two accounts for one. So you make $1,000. It's actually 2,000. You would keep 1,800, which is really good. So now, obviously, everything is going to be dependent upon that 59.10 break. We're not going to go long unless we can break 59.10, and then we're going to try to ride it up to 59.20, or we're going to come down and break under this structure, and then try to get the short back down below 5,900. My people on Twitter that's watching that stream, do we got sound back on Twitter? So yeah, now if we can get back to like 5903, 5902, I would be interested to see if this structure holds. And then I'll take a long and ride it up and hope to break 5910. Or I'm going to see if we bust under this structure and then we can go short. Okay, cool. We're good on Twitter as well. Um, we're over 2,000 live viewers on Twitter right now, guys. Pretty cool. And again, whatever we're trading, whatever day that we're on, try not to just like blindly buy anywhere like, oh, I think it's going to go up. Try to let the market structure tell you what to do. For instance, right here, that's what we're resting on. We're either going to bust under this, we're going to hold it and then climb back up, or we're going to bust above this wick and go up. So this is kind of the no man's zone, what we're in right here. We need to either bust under this or hold it and then go back on up. So I'm going to take a
Order
starter
filled.
right here, and I'm going to put my stop loss right here. So this is a decent sized pullback for me. Um, we have a very strong uptrend of the day, so I know that bulls are in control right now. So that's why my bias is to the long side. I have my stop right under the structure. If it breaks under it, then, bulls might be losing control right now. But, um, with the way that the morning's been going, it looks like the market wants to keep going higher. And if we can come down here, like lower to this structure, and we do hold it, then obviously I'm going to take more size. Take profit right up here. think it looks like we want to bust 59.10. That's kind of been the trend of the day, is it's just going higher and higher. But I do understand that we're very extended. I mean, from that 58.70 hold down here, we're up, like 40 points from that. So I don't want to be too greedy and just, letting it ride forever without locking in profit. So that's why I'm doing these little scalps like this. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, Patrick, with your trade copier. Mine's working perfectly. I haven't had any issues. It could be, maybe just make sure that that trade copier is turned on. Could be could be one of your PC issues. I'm not sure. But if your PC's operating smoothly and everything's good there, everything should work fine. So here's kind of the way I'm seeing it, guys. Well, that's not exactly correct. Hold on. So I'm a little bit off on my. There we go. There we go. That's the trend line that I'm seeing right there. It looks like we are getting some rejection. Then this right here. That's the structure that I see, guys. Those gray lines right there. Nice and easy like that. And if we bust above this gray trend line right here, I'll add another one to it. All right, second Zen done. I'll taper myself for a minute and then we'll pop another one. No, I'm still in long, Adam. So I'm still long because the overall uh, trend of the market today is bullish. So I don't really want to trade against the trend unless we pop under this, which is where my stop loss is. If we pop under that, then that's a trend break for me. But as long as this structure right here is holding, I still think that we're long. Okay, so we have a new 5 minute candle forming. If you guys are watching the 5 minute chart, I want to see if we can firm up here, hold this structure, and if so, I'll add to it.
Order filled.
All right, taking an extra one on right there. And now I can move my stop on up to right here. The reason I just moved my stop up is some new structure formed in this little chop zone right here. And if it breaks under this, then I would imagine it would go on down to that structure next. And, there's no need to have extra loss if, that structure breaks. We are trying to pop out of this little trend though, guys. So I would like to ride on up, hit take profit. This is the part of the day that things start slowing a little bit. So let's see how this trade goes for us. Win or lose on this trade, it'll probably be the last morning trade that we do. All right, we're at 2.5K views with this live on Twitter, which is incredible. Thank you guys for that. I do appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys are making money today and you're learning something along the way. Nice. Imposter, you're up a grand on the day. That's incredible. Is that in one account or is that in two accounts? Yeah, I mean, if you're out for the day, you're up 1,000. That's a lot of money, guys. I mean, $1,000 in a day is truly incredible. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Nice. 2.5K, incredible, guys. You all are crushing it. And you guys can see here, we try to keep it like very chill, very relaxed. Um, you know, don't overstress about anything. We're not emotional wrecks here. Yeah, make sure that you get those other two set up before tomorrow, Imposter, because like I said, I'm not going to give too much info away, but all people that have a Halcyon account tomorrow, you're going to be getting a nice little profit boost added to your account. If you're watching the stream, it's going to be a very specific time window that I'll announce to you guys that if you're watching, we'll just give you money in your accounts. Yeah, I mean that's right. I mean 1,000 a day, that's 250K a year. That's a great life. It really is. A very, very comfortable life. I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop up. That way, you know, either we're gonna make this money or we're gonna get out at even. And I'm okay with either outcome. We want to make as much as we can, obviously, but protect what we've already made because we're already at a very, very nice day. Not bad, guys. I'm liking this. I'm gonna go ahead and take
Order filled.
one of mine off right there. I closed one contract. I'm letting the other one ride a few more seconds to see if we can hit that full take profit. First trade on Halcyon, he says he's up 225. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's why I've been going so hard promoting Halcyon because I think it's truly a way for financial freedom for a lot of people. You're not risking really anything. And it's the most easy trading environment. There's no BS consistency rules. There's no BS, oh, you got to do this, or that. It's like, no, trade ever how you want to trade it. Whatever you make, it's yours. And depending on your account size, it'll either be 90% of the profits are yours, or if you have the ultras like me, you keep 100%. That's as black and white, as straightforward as it can possibly be. Um, Somebody was talking about setting their other two accounts up. Maybe I'll make a video later today or something if I get time to do so to show you guys how to set up your copy trading. And now I'm going to pull this stop up to right there. I'm dragging my stop up with me. We're either going to hit this and be done, or that last contract I have will still be stopped in the money. If you guys have been doing it exactly like I am this morning, you'll be up money on this no matter what. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take
Order
mine.
filled.
I just closed that last one right there. It's looking like it could be a little bit of a double top. Maybe it's not, but either way, I'm very, very happy with my profit on the day. So I'm glad that I took that off there. So that's 2,600 in that account, 27 in that one, and 27 in that one. So what is that, like 7,500 or maybe somewhere around there, close to 8 grand on the day. I'm happy with that. Good, solid risk management. Um, you know, the trend was bullish, so we played. I think we did 4 long scalps, and you know, we stuck with the trend. We had good, solid reasons for entering each trade. Didn't overcomplicate anything, and I tried to make these very, very easy to follow. And we're going to do this every day. This is the type of trading that we're going to be doing every day on here, guys. So I understand if you can't make the live streams every day, people have their own schedules and things come up. But if you can, then I hope these streams help you guys make a lot of money. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end my morning trades right there. Thank you guys for watching. It was a successful morning. We didn't get ourselves in any trouble. We stuck to the plan, and that's all we need to do today, guys. So I'll holler at you guys on Twitter.